So this is the tent, and it weighs in at 3 pounds 12 ounces. That's 1.7 kilos, and it consists of a couple of parts. First part is a mat that goes on the ground, and then you've got the tent and the fly. Now these tent poles are all shock corded together, so you don't have to guess what piece fits into what. The Cloud Up tent features these triangle pieces here, one in the front and one in the rear. Now as you can see, the height of the tent is like 3.5 feet or 100 centimeters. So at this point you can either put the tent in and then the fly over top, or you can put them in independently. So you could just use the tent, no fly, or you could just use the fly with no tent underneath. The tent clips on with these little clips. That's the clip right there. Just passes over top and it clips securely. And there's more clips that go down the side. Now it's time to put on fly. And the fly attaches to the tent or to the ground sheet using this clip. Just like that. And then once all the clips are in, you can go around and adjust the tension of pulling up on this tab. Now it comes complete with extra cords for the extra tie-outs. And these triangular shaped aluminum tent pegs. Yeah, a really neat feature of these cords, let me show you. You can tighten them up just by pulling on this cord. It maintains the tension. And you can release the tension by pulling up on this. The front features a vestibule, which is held in place by more tent pegs. The doorway has Velcro as well as zipper closure. If you don't need your door flapping in the breeze, you can just roll it up. And there's a button and a loop here that'll hold it in place. Now on this upgraded version of the tent, features this rear vent. Now this tent features additional tie-outs for extra windy conditions. So here, for example, you could put another cord and tie that out. And then there's two on the sides. One here, one on the other side. And there's a couple in the front as well. One here. And one over there. Okay, so this is the inside of the tent. It's 4 feet across by 6'11" in depth. Now I'm going to stretch out a sleeping bag in there just to give you an indication of the room. Now on the inside of the tent, there's a couple of features I want to point out. One is this convenience pocket right here. So you can put your eyeglasses up there or something like that. And then right at the very top of the tent, there's a hook to hang a light. Now there's a label here inside the tent that I think I should read. It says, "Attention. This tent will function for many years as an efficient, lightweight shelter when properly pitched, but care must be exercised to avoid damaging the lightweight materials. This tent is not designed for use as a permanent shelter and can be adversely affected by mildew and prolonged exposure to direct sunlight." So those are just standard cautions you take when caring for this lightweight fabric material. This is Muskrat Jim, signing out.
This is the Naturehike 4-person cabin 4-season tent. I give it a really good review. There's a couple of little improvements I would make, but overall it is really good. This is completely waterproof. I've had this up for half a week. We had a torrential downpour that we were not expecting, and it stayed bone dry inside. Comes with the stove jack right up here. One improvement I would make is I don't like the gap. Bugs will get in, although if the stove's on they won't, but also the fact that you will take in rain if you have this on in a rainstorm. So they need to improve that. I would also put the jack a little more here, a little further from the actual cabin, because the cabin opens on this side and you want to avoid a burn risk. Other than that, it's very good. Look at all this room you have. This is the inside. It fits a queen-size mattress comfortably with even some additional footing. All of this opens up. You can still retain privacy and still have ventilation. You can open this up. It is open down there and it allows filtration and ventilation of air. These triangular areas open up as well. I don't feel like opening them up though. All of this opens up. And you also have an additional vestibule out here. I give it a 4.5 stars. If they can fix the stove jack, I will give it a 5.